Good evening, friends. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. Let us start with the first slide. I assume I'm audible and the slide is visible. Be a warrior, not a worrier. Warrior. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിലുള്ള വാരിയർ അല്ല കേട്ടോ. നമ്മുടെ നാട്ടിൽ കൃഷ്ണൻകുട്ടി വാരിയർ, മാധവൻകുട്ടി വാരിയർ, ഒരുപാട് വാരിയറൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. It is not that warrior. Warrior. I always like to show this slide. That is, it is something like an anticipatory bail, munkur jamyam. Facts are facts and will not disappear on account of your likes. These words are from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. My statutory warning: if you are allergic to facts and truths, please leave this session immediately. My dear friends, it is a fact. Majority of the population, the public, media, they are allergic to facts and truths. They won't believe. You tell them the truth, if you tell a lie, yes. A lie, yeah, ready to believe. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. Yeah, I'm going to show you later. That is how, why this fake news, why the fake news is going viral. It cannot become viral unless somebody forwards it to others. That somebody believes that news, which is a lie, which is false. Truth rarely becomes viral. My own mission, 4E mission: entertain, educate, enlighten. And lastly, the final, the bottom line, what's the purpose? To empower the viewers or listeners. Always my webinars are based on FAQ, facts, anecdotes. Anecdotes, the word anecdote means stories or incidents. I'll be sharing real life stories and famous mythological stories to substantiate the facts I share or my own comments. And in that story sharing, I'll be sharing the real life stories of many eminent personalities. And I'm not an eminent personality, but my own story, life story also. Then quotations. There are many books worth reading. This is a warrior mindset. How to stop worrying and start living. I want to know whether, how many of you have read this book? If you have read this book, put R in the chat box. How to stop worrying and start living. If you have read, anybody, put R in the chat box. I'm not seeing any R. Anybody? Seems that nobody has read. My dear friends, I read this book 40 years back. It changed. It changed my world. If you want me to recommend one single book, that is that book. It was published 80 or 90 years back, or more than 90 years. Millions of copies sold, translated into 30 or 40 different languages. Excellent book. I must have read that one 3 or 4 times. I recommend that one strongly. How to stop worrying and start living. You must read in a day maybe 10 pages. It won't take more than 30 days to finish that book. When you read, then think. Read, think. Read, think. To understand and digest that material. That's what I did. Then empower your thoughts. We must know what is the definition of warrior? A person with experience and skill in fighting. Oh, many people immediately think that fighting, that is what the soldiers do in the border against the Pakistani soldiers or Chinese soldiers. That is what fighting. No. Here, what I'm going to talk about is fighting every day. Everybody fighting against injustice committed to you, injustice or harassment, discrimination, humiliation. That is what warrior means. Is it understood clear? If it's understood, put you in the chat box. If there's no point in my proceeding further unless I help you understand what exactly the word, thank you, Binduji, the warrior means. Okay, thank you. Then what about the warrior? What's warrior? A person who worries a great deal, especially unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. Is that definition clear? Is it clear? Put C in the chat box. Then I'm going to explain what is worrying. Is it clear? Yes, thank you. Because many people, they talk about worrying. Worry അടിക്കണ്ട കേട്ടാ. worry അടിക്കുന്നതല്ല ശരിയാവും. വെറുതെ worry അടിക്കാതെ ശരിയാവും. What nonsense! First you must understand what is worrying. This one you won't find it in any book. What I'm going to share, you will never find it in any book, but at the same time, you will agree. I'm going to show what worrying is. That's what many people do. The warrior acts. The warrior reacts. Reasons control actions. When you say somebody is acting, that person thinks and does something rational. Emotions control reactions. Is it clear? Emotions, that is anger. Angry and you say something and you do something. That is the reaction. My dear friends, listen to me carefully. In this talk, after 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be showing pictures of some personalities. Then you have to identify, you have to say whether that person is a warrior or a warrior. So that person is acting on the basis of reason or emotion. So listen to me carefully. In Hindi, they will say, Khan khol kar suno. In some Hindi movie dialogue, Khan khol kar suno. Open your ears and listen to me. I like this quotation very much. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do. but it gets you nowhere. It gives the illusion that you are moving. Are you moving? You are remaining the same spot. You're not moving. That is what worrying is. Do you like this quotation? Does it make sense? If you like this quotation, put L in the chat box. Many people don't realize. Many people think that, oh, yeah, thank you, Sergeant, thank you, Raicharanji. And you understand that how much time I must have spent to get this quotation. Huh? Okay, Ravindranathji. Okay, this is my own quote. Read carefully. I will explain. Worrying is not thinking. I repeat, worrying is not thinking. Then what is worrying? Worrying is repeatedly replaying unpleasant thoughts. From where did those thoughts come? Generated by fear or anxiety. And worrying can ruin physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And it can ruin peace of mind. Is this crystal clear? Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Because I spend a lot of time. Okay, thank you. You won't find this in any textbook. Any textbook. Worrying in them. I'm going to aloche. Nala joli payalo. Especially the young guys in the IT sector. Insecure feelings. Oh, tomorrow Google is going to lay off 5,000 people, or Amazon is going to lay off 10,000 people. Oh, you worry. Okay, if I lose my job, what about my car, that payment, and what about this one, house, the payment, and what about this one, visa, H1B visa, CC raise, and all those things. Again and again, you replay the same unpleasant thought. Is it clear? Is it clear? This is a simple example. Right, for a neat exam, result that's what is happening. Playing it again and again, unpleasant thoughts generated out of fear or anxiety, fear of losing a job, fear of losing income. You're not thinking. When you replay the thought again and again, you don't have the time to think and how to deal with that one. Okay, if I lose my job, what should I do? Prepare. Proactive. What can I do? What are the other options? Do you get it? If you get it, put G in the chat box. So you get it. This is what I did. This is what I did, my dear friends. When there was threat to my job, here, the management is after me. False, baseless allegations, just like Chori allegation, Shagun Rani was a scene that she voted in 2 places. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. So like that, a lot of this one against me. Sexual harassment complaint, false complaint against me. Physical abuse complaint against me. It is easy to sit and worry. So what will happen? Oh, okay. Will I go to jail? Oh, criminal case. This one. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what will I do? Because that is a criminal charges. I will go. If I keep on replaying that one, worrying, I will ruin my physical, mental, emotional well-being. You understand? If you understand, put you in the chat box. If you understand, because when I'm giving a talk, I make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Haji. I didn't. These things happened in my life. I didn't sit and worry. What can be done? What should I do? What kind of options I have? Okay, I can fight legally. Yes. Legally file a complaint. File a complaint. And what is required? How to fight? How to fight? I'm not a lawyer. But books are available in the library, law library. I went and borrowed those books and read about all those. How to. I empowered myself with what is required to win a case. Then I came with a new acronym. That acronym is FEW. Few. If you want to win a case, you need three things. Fact. That fact should be solid, indisputable. Then evidence. Then witnesses. Honest, trustworthy witnesses who will testify, who will corroborate that one. Yes, I worked on that one. I moved forward. There are 5 cases against the hospital, federal government. Many people thought that I was doing something stupid. One man fighting against government machinery. I prevailed. I won all the 5 cases. It is not because I am extraordinarily intelligent. It is not because I am a genius. It is because I developed a warrior mindset. Warrior mindset. I changed myself from warrior mindset to a warrior mindset. Are you convinced? If you are convinced, put C in the chat box. Because I'm not here to talk something theory stuff. I don't like to waste my time as well as others' time by talking about something theory. Real. Have you done that one? Have you? If somebody points a finger at me, hey, Dr. Reddiar, you are talking about all this. Are you warrior? What kind of evidence do you have? What makes you qualified, Dr. Susanji? Thank you. Qualified, competent to give a talk. Yes. I did that one. And I prevailed. Do you know how much the attorney fee bill came? $150,000 legal bill. That is equivalent to 1.25 crore rupees. How many people will dare? That courage, confidence. 1.25 crores. That is because of my warrior mindset. I'm going to share how to. I'm not here to brag or boast something. Everybody can do it. And when I won the case, we filed the claim for that legal bill. Judge, yes, awarded. So I didn't have to pay even a single penny from my pocket. The federal government, that hospital, they paid that $150,000. This is a big challenge. Chronic worrying can lead to depression. Extremely common, nearly in Kerala, because I have some friends who are psychiatrists, and Dr. Shaji Prabharan is a neurologist, but he is also aware that nearly more than 10% of the population, they suffer from depression. Am I right, Shaji ji? Yes. Depression. Why the suicide rate is very high in Kerala? Is it because they are all happy? Why the alcoholism is very high in Kerala? Is it drinking to celebrate something, birthday, or some promotion? No. Worrying, worrying, worrying. They are not able to sleep. Alcohol immediately suppresses, makes you drowsy. When you are intoxicated, you are drowsy, then you stop worrying. That is what alcohol does. Is this clear? What does alcohol do and why people drink? Because they don't know how to deal with this worrying. Clear? Thank you, Binduji. That is why. Anxiety, chronic worrying, insomnia, sleeplessness. Why insomnia? And again, Dr. Shaji is here to say that is another. Lot of people are on sleeping pills. Lot of people. Because if you want to get a sleep, you should be able to shut your mind. But when you go to bed, you lie down, all these unpleasant thoughts, worries, they come and flood your mind. You're alert. You're not able to relax. You won't get a sleep. Is this explanation clear? Is this explanation clear? Put C in the chat box. You look at a baby, a 2-year-old baby. Have you ever seen a baby suffering from insomnia? No. No worries. Thank you, Roger Angie. These are the things many people, they don't talk. People talk about worrying. Common sense. I want to help my listeners, viewers, understand what exactly is worrying and why people don't get a good sleep. Low immunity. That is one reason why. Look at Kerala is the place where all the viruses from different parts of the world, first they come to Kerala. Nipah, COVID, Kippa, monkeypox virus. They all come to Kerala because the Malayalis are very good at worrying. Worrying, their immunity is low. You need good immunity to resist infections. Do you know that is in Nigeria with a population 7 times the population of Kerala? Nigeria, the whole country. The COVID, that one, vaccination rate was less than 30%. Do you know how many people they died there? Less than 5,000. What about Kerala? Even after with the 2 doses and everything, Kerala, more than 75,000 people died. More than 75,000 people died. Maharashtra number 1, then Kerala out of 29 states. Worrying, immunity is low. So far, do you find this session? So far, do you get it very useful? If it is useful, put you in the chat box. I want to make sure whether you are getting something. Okay, thank you, Vishnu Arangan. Thank you. These are solid facts. Then high blood pressure, hypertension. Why hypertension? Because worrying leads to stress. There are stress hormones, adrenaline, steroid. What does adrenaline do? That hormone? It increases the blood pressure. Chronic? Yes. That is one reason why millions of people in Kerala are suffering from hypertension. I'm 73. I don't have hypertension. I don't have hypertension. 73. After reading that book, How to Stop Worrying, Start Living. Oh, it helped me a lot. Then subsequently, I must have read hundreds of books, self-help books. That information, knowledge, they help me deal with stress, challenges. Stress-free life is possible only for a dead person. If you are alive, stress-free life is impossible. Pessimism, hopelessness. Procrastination, always you'll postpone. Nala cheyyam, nala cheyyam. Some people, they keep on postponing because their mind is occupied with that worrying thoughts, worrying, unpleasant thoughts. They don't have the time to do something else. Mind is not free. If you want to do something, your mind should be free. Okay, I'll do this one. Oh, you will sit and worry. The thoughts. So you don't have the time. Time goes, passes. Is this clear why the people procrastinate? Is this clear? Understood? Nale മാറ്റി വെക്കുന്നത്. Chronic worrying. Fatigue, you feel very much tired. ക്ഷീണം കേട്ട ഒന്നിനും ഇതില്ല, വയ്യ, ക്ഷീണം. Why? Not physical activity. Have you seen a coolie guy, manual laborer? A manual laborer, രാവിലെ മുതലെല്ലാം പറമ്പ് കളച്ചിട്ടെല്ലാം ചെയ്തിട്ട് വൈകുന്നേരം വന്നിട്ട് ക്ഷീണം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ഒരു ജോലിയും ചെയ്യാതെ ആപ്പീസി പോയിട്ട് വന്നിട്ട് ഭയങ്കര ക്ഷീണമാണ്. സ്കൂളിൽ പഠിപ്പിക്കാനായിട്ട് പോകുന്ന കുറെ അധ്യാപകരെല്ലാം ഒന്നും ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. 2-3 മണിക്കൂർ ക്ലാസ് എല്ലാം എടുത്തേച്ച് പിന്നെ വന്ന് ക്ഷീണമാണ്. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. Put R in the chat box. Thank you, Binduji. That is because of worrying. It drains your energy. You feel tired like anything. Diabetes, heart attack. Lastly, indigestion. If we don't have a lot of time during the discussion, I'll be glad to share more information. Robert Frost, the reason why worry kills more people than work is that more people worry than work. Is it interesting? Put I in the chat box. Because more people worry than work. That is why worry kills more number of people. Is it interesting? It is humorous, but at the same time, it is a fact. Worrying. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The former first lady, she was the wife of Franklin D. Roosevelt. You wouldn't worry so much about what others think of you if you realize how seldom they do. Especially മിക്കവരും എന്താ പറയാ, 4 പേര് എന്ത് പറയും ഞാൻ അത് ചെയ്താൽ, 4 പേര് എന്ത് വിചാരിക്കും. ഈ 4 പേര് ആരാണ്? അവർക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ. But they worry about what others will think, what others will say. And that is where that Eleanor Roosevelt says that others are busy about their own problems. They don't have the time to think about you. Is it understood? Others don't have the time to think about you, my dear friend. And many people, they unnecessarily worry about what others will think about you. Is that understood? Is it clear? If it is understood and clear, put you see. Okay. Thank you, Ramendran. Thank you, Roy. Babuji. Roy Cherian. Okay. So stop worrying about what is. I used to. In the past, I used to worry. Long time back, okay, what others will think, what others will say, what others will if I do this one. So I won't do. That fear enough to stop me trying something. I was worried about what others will think. When I changed that mindset, okay, if you want to think, I will do what I think is right. I don't care about what you are going to talk about me. That is what the politicians learn from the politicians. Are they afraid of criticisms? They will say what they want to say. They will do what they want to do. They don't care about millions of people, what they talk about. How often do you find a politician committing suicide? How often do you find a politician suffering from depression? Even after the age of 75, 80. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. The secret. And people say, yeah, tolikatti, politician, tolikatti. Yeah, that is what everybody needs. That warrior. A politician is a warrior. The warrior mindset. Okay, thank you, Ramendranji. 4 traits of warriors. Not afraid of criticisms, I told you. Never be afraid of criticism. Let others criticize. There's an old song, Hindi song, Kishore Kumar song. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. And the people will say things. That is what their job is. That's what they do. You cannot stop people criticizing you. You cannot. So stop worrying about criticisms. A warrior, they are not afraid of criticism. They are not afraid of failures. When I went to fight, it's a legal battle. I could lose, right? I could lose. If I lose, it will cost me 1.25 crores, lakhs. 1,25,000. 1 crore, 25 lakhs. Was I afraid? No. Do you agree that I'm a warrior? If I am a warrior, you agree, put W in the chat box. Are you convinced that I don't have that fear of failure? Thank you, Prajanandi. As a warrior, and you know there's 1.1 crore, 25 lakhs is not a small amount of money. Thank you. Don't give in and don't give up. I gave a talk on this topic. It is there on the YouTube. Please watch that one. There will be a lot of pressure to give in. Oh, stop buying from Russia, Russian oil then. Otherwise, the tariff will be that one. Did Modi give in? Did Modi give in? Yes or no? There is no, put N in the chat box. Did Modi give in? No, Kripaji. That's a threat. That's a threat tariff for agriculture, that one. Open up GM, genetically modified seeds. Agriculture. No. That is what a warrior. Warriors don't give in. What about the China shipping? Is he a warrior? If he's a warrior, put W. Is he a warrior? Any threat of tariff, they also come with a counter this one. Okay, if you make it 100, okay, we'll also put reciprocal. We'll also put 100. 125? Yeah, we'll also 125. That warrior mindset. That's when from 145, it came down to 30. If you're not a warrior, you're finished. Okay, Ramendra ji, you're finished if you're not a warrior in the real world. The Sun Tzu, this one, I will read it slowly. You must understand. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. That means you know your own strengths, your own weaknesses, and know the strengths and weakness of the enemy also. Second one, if you know yourself, you know your strengths and weakness, but not the strengths and weakness of the enemy. For every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. Sometimes you may win, sometimes no. The last one, if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. If you don't know the strength and weakness of your own this one, as well as the enemy, you are bound to lose or fail. Is this something very, very insightful? If it is insightful, put I in the chat box. That is what I used to do every battle. My strengths, my weaknesses, and the management, their strengths, their weaknesses, the loopholes. Sun Tzu, Art of War, a book 2,500 years old. And Donald Trump, he recommends that book. He read that one long time back. Okay? Art of War, Sun Tzu. So that explains that he knows the weakness of many countries. That's why the moment he's Japan immediately, Europe immediately. Is it interesting? If it is interesting, put Sun Tzu, Art of War. I have read. I haven't read that book, but I have read the quotations, many quotations from that book. Sun Tzu, worth reading. Worth reading, my dear friends. 8 things are required to become a warrior. Warrior. Courage. Unfortunately, courage is not available from any medical shop. I cannot give you a dose. Okay, buy this capsule, 1 capsule 3 times a day to boost your courage. It's not available. But you can. You can. That's what I shared earlier. I'm going to share again some more tricks to boost courage. Confidence. The courage actually comes if you are confident. You are not confident? No courage. Then comes how will you get the courage, confidence? Information and knowledge. If you have the right kind of information and knowledge, that will give you the confidence and courage. I told you, shared my own experience. I went to the law library. I learned or got information and knowledge about how to fight, what are required. And if I couldn't find an attorney, I decided that I will go and argue in the case before the judge. And he said, I will go and argue. So information, knowledge gave me the confidence, gave me the courage. Agree. Put A in the chat box. If you understood and agree, A in the chat box. So courage is not available in the medical shop, but courage is information, knowledge that you can get. You get it? Once you get it, yes. Self-respect. A true warrior will have a lot of self-respect. Atmabhimanam. I'll give you a real life example. I told you, if you are allergic to truth, you won't like it. Fact. What happened? When Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister of the country, the cabinet, they come with an ordinance. Cabinet. And Rahul Gandhi was an ordinary MP. Ordinary MP. What did he do? Publicly in a press meet, they came and tore off that ordinance. If that Manmohan Singh had an inch of self-respect, he would have resigned. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. That is an insult, humiliation. Do you agree? Yes. Thank you. Why many people are not? Yeah, because okay, because you love Manmohan Singh. Okay, this fact, you are not able to take this fact. You are not able to accept this one. So you are open-minded. No way. That is an insult. public humiliation. Because did he win any election? Did he come to power by winning any election, Manmohan Singh? Rajya Sabha. He fought only once. 1999, Lok Sabha election in Delhi. He lost. He never, every time through the Rajya Sabha. So no confidence, no courage to even face the failure. So a person with self-respect, yes. Optimism, a positive mindset. That's a trait. Patience and perseverance. How many years it took for me? 7 solid years. From 2015 to 2022. Legal battle ongoing. How many hours I had to spend? Nearly 1,500 hours. How many documents I had to review? The weight, the other day Rahul Gandhi showed in a press meet about that is 7 feet high, water list. By the end of my case, I had 7 boxes of documents. The total weight was 350 pounds. Patience. Perseverance. Don't give up. I didn't give up. Everybody can do. I am also just like you, all of you. I'm an ordinary guy. I'm an ordinary guy. But I learned how to. Many ordinary people, they don't know how to fight. I learned how to fight. Is this clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box. That's the main difference. Once you learn how to fight, yes, you can. That's all what I did. Nothing extraordinary. Thank you, Jayachandranji. Courage above all things is the first quality of a warrior. Okay, this is the way how to deal with it. Because people will say, Dr. Reddiar, what should I do? Well, your talk, yeah, it is interesting, but what should I do? Or what should my son do? What should my daughter do? What should my granddaughter, grandson do to boost courage? Read autobiographies and biographies. You will find success stories and failure stories. Those stories will transform your warrior mindset into warrior mindset. Long time back when I started reading the biography of Abraham Lincoln, autobiography of Adolf Hitler, autobiography of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. This Gandhi was afraid of public speaking. Did you know that in his own autobiography? After coming back from England to practice law in Bombay, he accepted fee from a client, and in the court when he went, he couldn't argue. He didn't speak anything. He refunded the money. And very same Gandhi subsequently became a very powerful orator. So that one motivated me. I also used to suffer from fear of public speaking. So read biographies, autobiographies. Plenty of them are available. Plenty. And these days it's very easy. Those days I had to go to the library or I had to buy the books. Now 24 hours the world library is open in front of you, online. Read the biography of Steve Jobs, his struggle. He was kicked out. He was a co-founder of the Apple computer. He was kicked out from that company. And what did he do? He didn't sit and worry. He immediately started 4 different new ventures. Then subsequently he was called back. Biographies and autobiographies. Easy way. Okay, now, this is a Narendra Modi. Question. It's a warrior. If you're a warrior, put yes in the chat box. Why? A warrior, Narendra Modi. Because I want to know, this is, I'm going to just see, I've told you clearly what are the qualities of a warrior. Yes, W. Thank you, Roy Chiranji. Thank you. S. Thank you. Hey. Now the next person I'm going to. I told you, facts are facts, truth is truth. Be open-minded. Jawaharlal Nehru, warrior. If he is a warrior, yes. If he is not a warrior, put N. No. I want to see whether you are able to think. I have given you a lot of information about how to know whether a person is a warrior. Okay, no. Roy Chiranji, no. Okay, no. Okay, no. Why? Because 1962 China, we didn't even fight. We gave in thousands of miles. What about now? The Modi, they were not able to take even a single inch, but this great grandson, he keeps on telling lies. China, in spite of not even 2,000 miles taken away. And the court ordered. There's defaming the army. How do you know? What is the evidence? He doesn't have any evidence. Nehru was a Biru, a warrior. Will be glad to accept any responsibility, challenges. When the United Nations Security Council seat was offered to India, he didn't accept that one. It went to China. Do you know this fact? Do you know this fact? And the Kashmir also, it was because of him, Pakistan also occupied a part of the Kashmir. Give in, give up. Now identify. Thank you. I have helped you identify, recognize. Indira Gandhi, warrior. If it is a warrior, put Y in the chat box. Oh, no, W. She is a warrior. S. Devendranathji, Roy. Yes, you are all right. She was a warrior. She was a warrior at Pakistan war. And when she was disqualified by the Allahabad High Court, she was a warrior. She didn't. She fought. He imposed the emergency. That's not right. That is not right. But the fact is, she was a warrior. Got it? What she did was not right. Putting hundreds of or thousands of opposition, the leaders inside the jail for 18 months, that's not. But she was a warrior. M.G. Ramachandran, my hero, a warrior. His biography. He was mainly an actor. And he was a DMK party supporter. After Annadure died, Karunanidhi became the chief minister, and MGR was made the party treasurer. MGR is a person with integrity, honesty. When he wanted to get the information about the data, they were not giving. And he questioned about he said that there is misuse of the funds. He was expelled from the party. Not only that, Karunanidhi made sure that the theatres, he won't be able to get theatres for the release of his pictures. His movies, theatres were not available. And did he sit and worry? Brood over that one? No. He came with the plan B. Started his own party. ADMK. And they made fun of him. A party, new party he will be. He had plenty of fan clubs. All his fans immediately became the ADMK party workers. And we know the history. Subsequent election, MGR won for the next 10 years. Karunanidhi tried everything, whatever he could to dethrone MGR. He couldn't. That is courage. Warrior. Are you convinced? If you are convinced, put C in the chat box. See, many people are not aware. Because I know how to read Tamil. I used to read the Tamil newspaper also. So at that time I was closely following what was happening, the developments. Thank you, Vaikarayanji. He's my hero. Jayalalitha, 10th grader. She was an orphan. She was an orphan. Somebody has unmuted. That is, I think that our Srimar Narji, please mute your microphone. The secret, she followed. She used to read autobiographies, biographies, history, 10th grader. And she had a personal library collection of more than 7,000 books when she died. That knowledge, information gave her all the courage. She was an orphan. There was no MGR. When she came to, she started contesting. She was a one person, woman, single, opposite Karnanidhi, with the 3 wives and a battalion of children and grandchildren, army. She didn't give in. She didn't give up. She won. She became the chief minister 3 or 4 times. Now, do you agree that Jayalalitha, the warrior? Put W in the chat box. Jayalalitha is a warrior. Just to follow that one. Yes, thank you. Silk Smita. Warrior? If it is not warrior, put N in the chat box. What happened to Silk Smita, you know. She's not a warrior. Put N in the chat box. This is very highly successful. Famous. Just hold on. Oh, hey. Yeah, inside that one, the roaches inside the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
Bathroom, that's where was noticed. Maybe they are in other place also.
Okay.
I'm in a meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. For a maintenance man, would have parted a shallium, cockroaches. So I alerted and the pest control man come to address that one. Okay. So what did she do? She committed suicide. She could not handle some stress in her life, worrying. V.G. Siddhartha, the founder of CCD, that is Cafe Coffee Day. Not a warrior. Largest chain of coffee shops, just like the Starbucks. He jumped into a river from a bridge, committed suicide in 2019. Vijay Mallya, Kingfisher Airlines, is a fugitive. He is a warrior, okay? He is a warrior. He is in England and he is fighting battles, Supreme Court, whatever court, there also. And he is a third, is a living relationship with a Pinky Lalwani. He is some 20 years younger than him. He is living. He is not a warrior. He is a warrior. That is Trump. Last year, look at that blood streak on his cheek. Look at his hand, fist. He just narrow escaped. A sniper shot him. It hit his ear, this one. Missed by just 1 inch. He would have been dead. Oh, he didn't look scared. He got up and he said, yes, we will fight. That is what Donald Trump is. Fighter, warrior. Okay, how old from this picture? What do you think about his age? That picture, Rahul Gandhi. Put a number in the chat box. 20, 30, 40. You saw that picture. I will show you that picture once again. Give me a number. 40, 50 plus, 30. Come on, come on. Be fast. Can't you even guess? Make a wild guess. You may be wrong, so what? Give me a number. Okay, again 30. Okay. So he looks, definitely, he doesn't look like a 60-year-old man or 50-year-old man or even a 40-year-old man. He looks very young, boyish. Look at that one. No creases on his forehead, no wrinkles, no furrows here. And a dimple also. This was taken in 2013. At that time he was, how old was he? 43 years old. This was taken in 2023. Within 10 years, look at the furrows, wrinkles, worry lines, furrows, and the graying. Now, does he look like a 53-year-old man at that time? If it is no, put N in the chat box. If it is no, put in N in the chat box. No. No. He looks much older than that one. What happened? He is a warrior, my dear friends. He is a warrior. And because of that one, he reacts. As earlier I told you, warriors, they act. Warriors, they are react. And every day he talks something nonsense or something irrational. How many cases of defamation? More than 20 cases of defamation. Different courts. Lying, getting caught. Because worrying, he is not thinking rationally. Is this explanation convincing? If it is convincing, put C in the chat box. Why this Rahul Gandhi every day coming out with the talking which is many lies are expressed? Okay, thank you, Roy Charanji. That is because he is a warrior. He is not a warrior. Thank you, Venugopal. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Stop worrying about things, what others will do. How, okay. There's no point in it. People ask me, hey, Trump in the Trump in the okay. Stop worrying about those things. You cannot control over somebody else's thoughts. You have to deal with that one. How to deal with that one? That's what you can do. Not other person will do. Stop worrying. Okay, next week, power of EQ, power of smiling, same Zoom link. And I started my seminar with a promise. That is, this will be entertaining, enlightening, and empowering. Did I fulfill my promise? If I fulfill my promise, put Y in the chat box. That is the feedback. Okay, thank you, Krishnaji. Thank you, Roy MCG. Okay, Sai Raji. Thank you, because I feel satisfied. My satisfaction comes when I'm able to share something useful information, something to help people feel empowered. Okay, now I'm going to stop the recording, but we'll continue with the discussion.